I know that for myself and people that I know, when we heard that tape, there was no question that he was high on drugs and severely over-medicated. I mean, I can't see how you can't come to that conclusion, especially because there was no reason for it. I mean, that's what makes this very bizarre, and really, as far as Dr. Murray is concerned, that's where the responsibility goes.
Addiction specialist Howard Samuels. We need to get a drug test we need to get a blood test on him. We need to see what he's doing. What is he really saying there?
Well, he's saying that he thinks that Michael's getting high behind everyone's back, and we need to find out the truth. Because the manager obviously is so concerned about a healthy Michael being on stage to be able to do shows, and obviously he's getting really scared that that's not the case. So he's asking Conrad Murray, you know, to really help him, you know, what's he taking? Now, to me, for Michael to be that out of it on that tape that we heard, it has to help the prosecution. How could it not? I mean, you know, nobody should be that medicated unless you are, you know, nothing warrants it.
We should not go back to 1993 when Michael Jackson admitted that he had a substance abuse problem and was going into treatment. We should consider the possibility that he was in pain and he was just getting sedated for a good reason. Your thoughts?
That's called denial, Jane. I mean, so obviously, you know, once an addict, always an addict. You know, I've been sober 27 years, and the way that I heard Michael Jackson is the way that I was 27 years ago when I was using opiates, okay? Now, this is obviously a case of all the behaviors of the 19 aliases. Those are the behaviors of a prescription addict junkie that goes to different doctors, gets different medications, because I have a lot of clients that have these exact behaviors that are in my clinic today. And that is why him not being an addict, people like saying that he's not, is a joke. I mean, he has all the behaviors, all the signs of addiction. So I wish people would just sort of like, let's feel sorry that he was in his disease, just like someone having cancer, and he was very sick, and he was taken advantage of by Conrad Murray. I mean, it's so obvious.
Well, it's not either or. It's not either he was an addict or Dr. Conrad Murray is wrong. They could both be wrong. Quite a few of the jurors have experience with addiction.
And they're also fans, though.
Relatives who have been died of alcoholism or who are recovering alcoholics. Now, does that, very briefly, does that figure into the mix?
Well, I can't see how it can't. I mean, everybody has such a personal experience, and it's so horrific when it deals with addiction and alcoholism. So to hear that's got to cause a lot of feelings for the jurors.